What's up, guys? Cam from Evilkind here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because though it may not seem like it right now, it is a matter of life and death. And don't forget to smash the like button on your way out, friend. You've likely heard that Laurel Hubbard, the 43-year-old transgender New Zealand weightlifter, who had little success competing in men's events in the past, recently qualified to compete with New Zealand's women's team at the Tokyo Olympics as a quote-unquote champion female after crushing the competition by lifting 628 pounds in 2 lifts. In 2015, the International Olympic Committee changed its rules to allow transgender athletes to compete as long as their testosterone count falls below a certain level, and that status is maintained for a year. But the reality of it is that the determining criteria allows for a maximum level of testosterone that is close to 5 times more than the average biological female. And as expected, critics have decried this decision, calling out the obvious unfair advantage. Sharon Davies, an Olympic silver medal swimmer, and female weightlifter Anna Van Bellingen have both publicly blasted the committee's decision to allow Hubbard to compete. Van Bellingen prefaced her outcry by voicing her support for the transgender community, but reacted to the news by describing it as a bad joke. Davies took a harder line on Twitter, stating that biology in sports matters and that men and women are separated in competition for a reason. She also pointed out that the average female Olympic weightlifter is 23 years old. So what is going on here? First of all, I too have to preface my statements by also voicing my support for the transgender community. I can't imagine what that would feel like to believe you're trapped in the wrong body. My guess is that it would be pure torment, and I think we can all sympathize with feelings of torment. But the question is, what is driving the international community to make such a bold public spectacle for all the world to see? Beyond the fact that Hubbard has competed as a man and has already demonstrated that she is stronger than the average competitor, she is also in her 40s, 20 years older than her Olympic peers. It's a very, very strange scenario that is moving forward with momentum, vigor, and publicity. Are we to view this as progress, the expansion of equality, inclusion, and/or human rights? Is this the hand of God or the work of something else? Folks, whether we choose to ignore it or not, this world is wicked evil, and its evil quotient is in a perpetual state of growth. Things are not getting less evil by the day, but more so with each passing second. We have to assume that anything that happens on the public stage factors into the ultimate diabolical plan. What is that plan? What do you think it is? Freedom, democracy, and prosperity for all, as one world leader after another seems to be calling foul election fraud and for a military coup? As one side of the double-faced beast wants to tax us into oblivion, while the other wants to pass universal voter suppression laws. If we're being really honest with ourselves, it's pretty clear the ultimate diabolical plan is total and utter enslavement. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I think we can all agree it's coming. So how does the Hubbard episode play in? And again, I have no beef with anything, anyone, or any group. There's no judgment here. The world will do what it will do. These are just some observations and a few reflective thoughts for your viewing entertainment. So how about a passage from one of William Guy Carr's books? If you want to know which book, feel free to message us at evilkind.com or drop a fly note in the comment section below. Quote, God's plan for creation required everything to be made different. There are no 2 leaves exactly alike, no 2 snowflakes. The Luciferian ideology requires regimentation so that everything can be centralized and made as much alike as possible. Integration is the most typical example of this theory being put into practice. Integration does not mean simply that the public shall accept the principle that people of different races, colors, and creeds shall enjoy the same privileges and considerations as white people. Integration means to bring together parts so they form one whole, i.e. to make up and complete as a whole. The Luciferian ideology requires that the human race be integrated absolutely so that the races and genders be mixed into one vast conglomeration of humanity without any distinctive features, cultures, racial traits, or other peculiarities. The UNESCO man. For now, I'll leave it at that. If you're feeling our vibe and or our flow, check out our shop where we sell items related to fashion, accessories, art, and more at evilkind.com.